Hello, and welcome to the finale of the Cybrid campaign, at least. But because this has the word finale in it, I'm sure that lots of you are joining us for the first time, like students that never attended a single class and run in for the final test. Welcome. Welcome, one and all. Okay. But... Ooh, Lord, that's not good. By the way, I never have mentioned this, but if you click right under this, this opens up the console. You can hit the tilde button and it opens it up. But apparently something has not gone quite right. Oh well, don't need it anyways. Anyways, I'm going to load this up. Okay, this is the final mission of the Cybrid campaign. The human campaign is another thing entirely. I may or may not do it, I don't know. But after this one, I am going to take a break. But for the time being, we have one final thing we need to get done. And that is to murder, kill, or burst Heric Weathers. That last one's kind of nastier than kill. It implies a few things. We can't just step on him, because that's crushing. We're going to have to fill him up with something before we can actually burst him. Like just pump him full of like poison, maybe like the fluidic remains of his own children or something. I don't know. Something nice and Cybrid. We have science behind it. We have science. Okay. But there is one thing that I want to clarify about this mission specifically. This is the only mission in the game that is like this. If you bring in 4 guys into this mission, then the mission will compensate by adding more enemies. If you go in with 1 guy, it's just going to be you versus Heric. So it will be a duel. I will consider doing both of them at the same time. But for now, let's get into the briefing.
The animal predator designated Heric Weathers has communicated desire to face the destroyer of his womb brother, littermate. He challenges you, killer of animals, first. Analysis. Human predator Heric Weathers is strongest, most dangerous animal remaining. He protects, defends Nova Alexandria. He leads animal resistance efficiently. Solution. Destroy him. Hurt. Maim. Kill.
That is the best solution to any problem I've ever seen. Solution to all of these problems. Destroy him. Okay, another thing I'll mention is that I have been in battle with my own microphone for the past 30 or 40 minutes now. So there's probably going to be some background hum going on. Can't control it, I'll try to get rid of it. But if you hear it, you hear it. And if you haven't heard it, you're probably going to hear it now that I brought it up, aren't you? Okay. This is the Predator. This is something we have not seen up to this point because we've been playing the Cybrid campaign. This is one of a kind, as far as the canon entity, if that's the word, of this setting goes. This is a cache vehicle of some kind that was found below Mars. And they have really retrofitted it, but they have made this into a tank. The only hover tank that there is in the whole solar system. This version, the version that you get in the human campaign is somewhat balanced. This version, however, is complete bullshit because it gets shields, which it's not supposed to get. It gets shields, and it gets Quicksilver armor, which I think actually the real one you can actually get, but it has all sorts of bullshit going on. Has more energy, can mount better everything. So this guy's a cheater. He's a little fucking cheater. No wonder he's the most dangerous human there is left. He's a goddamn cheater. You saw those guys that we ran into the final assault on Nova Alexandria? There was an adjudicator that had a blink gun and an EMC, and that's all he got. He probably didn't even have any shields. He was sent in to die. That's what most of these war forms are like. But this asshole gets every single fucking thing in the universe handed to him on a silver platter. Oh, he's so dangerous. Alright, let's get going. Ugh. God damn you, Mike. Come on, stay up. Did I not tighten you correctly? Come on, tighten. Oh yeah, that's good. That's the stuff. Alright, let's mod up. Let's roll out. You're supposed to just go straight. Oh lord, this frame rate is amazing. Hey look, it's Mars. I assume. Well, it's red. It's the only red thing in the sky. It's gotta be Mars. But you're supposed to head straight in. But I'm a dirty, filthy cheater because I'm a Cybrid. I don't have any sense of ethics. So as a result, I'm going to try to flank them. My teammates are going to be the most dangerous thing in this particular mission. Take a look at him. There those fuckers are. Those naughty little fuckers. Let's see, that one has elf, 2 heavy lasers and 2 autocannons. That's not much of anything. Compression lasers on the Gorgon. He has 2 Infax, of course, and there's 2 missile pods on that Myrmidon. Okay, so it's not a really massive loadout as far as their configuration goes, but these guys are still dangerous because there's a lot of them. Now, how many were there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so they do have 1 extra guy, so they are cheating in that respect. So as a result, we need to sneak up on them. Now, the easiest way to handle this is to do what I just did, curl around to the side and come in from this side, and just pull them in one at a time. You guys stay here. Because you will... This is like MMO bullshit. You will aggro, and that will not be good for me. So this is how you do it. This is how you beat this by laming it out. This is how you beat it whenever you have all these guys at the same time. Another thing I'll point out, this weird little structure, you can actually shoot this and it will collapse on top of them. It won't kill them or anything, but it will cause quite a bit of damage. Okay, who is the first? Who's the first one? I might be able to pull him without much problem. Let's see if I can. Okay. That got more than 1. Ha ha ha! That's not good. Well, maybe I can get this thing in the meantime. I seem to remember being able to pull them one at a time. Oh well, oh well, oh well. Nope, 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 nope. See, I did shoot it down. But sadly, it did not do a single damn thing. Okay. Can I cycle? Yes. Where's... Did he cloak? Maybe he did, I don't know. Let's find the... Probably the Gorgon. No, actually, kill him. Because he has elves. Those actually can do quite a bit of damage. Okay. Alright, keep going, keep going. This Gorgon is actually the biggest threat next to Heric. I'm probably going to lose a few of these guys. Okay, cycle to the next one as quickly as you can. And this one. Okay, that's all of them except for this Myrmidon and Heric. And since this asshole... Yep, there he goes. So long, Sepsis. You served your purpose. But since this asshole has... That I can't actually see. Since this asshole has... Oh lord, did he just hop over him? This guy has missiles, so I wanted to get rid of him as quickly as possible. Okay, now we have to get through this asshole's shields, because he's a cheater. And as you can see, he turned yellow for a split second. Yes, shoot off his weapons. That's the best way to handle this. You can see that he turned yellow, but then he instantly went back to gray, which means that he is healing up damage, because he has a nano repair module and he has Quicksilver armor on him at the same time, which is horse shit. It's fucking horse shit. But fortunately, I have a gang of assholes with me, and a gang of assholes always trumps the ability to heal yourself. Unfortunately, it does not trump the ability to be out-circled. I shouldn't have brought an execution. If you do this solo, this becomes quite a chore because, as you can see, it's difficult to get a beat on this guy. So long, asshole. You kind of have to get him into a corner and just face fucking if you're doing it solo. Oh well. So long, humanity. Humanity's last hope. Ah, you died in the most hilarious way possible. Just a fitting end to humanity, really. Okay, mission successful. Final mission, yay! Party favors. I did it with my mouth. Hey, you didn't even give me a little... Aw. I was expecting our old friend to say one last little thing for us. I forgot that it actually doesn't do anything. Oh well, I'll read it for you. Debriefing. Core directive completed. Consummated. Hahaha, giggity. Executed. Process rapture. Giver of will has triumphed, prevailed. Although Sepsis not around to see it, unfortunately. Okay, I'm pretty sure after I hit continue, it's going to go straight to the cinematic, so I'll shut up and let you guys watch that. Before that, I will mention Enemies Destroyed, Knight's Talon, Knight's Gorgon, Basilisk, Myrmidon. They tried to fit everything that they could in here as far as representing all the major things that you've seen throughout the campaign. It is unusual that they didn't have an apocalypse. Maybe they felt that it was overkill. I really don't know. Okay, anyways, continue to victory!
Mother Earth collapsed under the metal tide that washed over the vain resistance of the Emperor and his armies. In 2834, the gates of Nova Alexandria fell. It was only a question of time before the Cybrids captured the last human survivors. Now, we're all being systematically eliminated.
Yay! That's the best ending, and that's a canon ending as far as I'm concerned. This game didn't get a sequel! It didn't get a sequel, so guess what? Actually... Oh, Tribes, you ruin everything! Tribes, why do you do this to me? Yes, Tribes is in the same setting if you guys have played that. Starsiege, Tribes, Tribes 2, Tribes Vengeance. Oh, Lord. Tribes Vengeance and Tribes Ascend. Oh. Oh, it hurts me to know that those things are a thing, that they actually exist. But we can God damn it. Fuck you, Tribes. But yes, the humans did survive, I guess. Fine. But as far as I'm concerned, this is the best ending. Did you see how fucking awesome that was? That adjudicator just stomping in? Didn't it make the most badass noise whenever it actually steps in? Isn't that awesome? And, the executioner had just huge-ass guns. I will say this is bullshit. Whenever, oh, here we go. Back to the main menu. Aha! Okay. I will mention, during that final cinematic, there was a little bit of a controversy over the fact that an infantryman was able to run up with a bomb and suicide bomb an adjudicator, and that managed to just completely vaporize it, basically. And, someone with just a regular-ass gun also ran in and blew off one of the weapons off that executioner. Which, later, whenever, you know, like, during Starsiege 2845 and during theoretical sequels that were, you know, being thought up and then were abandoned and so on. Or during some of the Tribes games, whenever the idea of bringing in Herics into the setting was thought up, people always say, whoa, how come we can't let people, you know, just take down Herics? You know, if they're good enough, they can do it. And of course, people are like, no, you fucking idiot. Herics are like gods in this setting. You can't just run up and just blow them. And of course, people point to this cinematic. Because that's how people that talk like this sound. And we were like, no, this is dumb. So, you know, that one little scene, as cool as it was, did kind of fuck over some of the continuity and things like that of the rest of the setting. But I assure you that a guy with a gun can't blow off an executioner's weapons. Seriously. I mean, if it's that easy, then why would they even use the damn things? Anyways, we killed Epimetheus. We killed our father. Yes. Yes! Yes! The true dream of every human being. And the true dream of every Cybrid. Really, we ended up becoming our own worst enemy. Okay. But I guess I will try to take him one-on-one. I'll show you guys that... How do I... It's been a while since I've done this. Dismiss, dismiss, and dismiss. I didn't permanently... Okay. They're still sitting in there. Okay. And I can get rid of you, and get rid of you, and get rid of you. But I think, for my purposes, maybe I'll do something special. I'll be right back. Alright. This time it's just going to be me versus him. Haven't done much. I just loaded up a stereotypical multiplayer configuration, 2 PBWs and 2 imps. Because again, this cheating motherfucker has a shield generator, the best shield generator in the game, mounted on his configuration. Perhaps most importantly, he has the Quicksilver armor and the nano repair module on his little garbage tank over here. As you can see, he is by himself. Well, as you can see, you can't really see from that angle. But he's on his own. He doesn't have anyone. So he's foolishly attempting to duel me. Now, because he is in a completely cheated out configuration, if you just stand here in the open trying to fight him, you will have no chance at all. So, what you're going to have to do is exploit his AI, like every good game. So we're going to come over here, and because he's a dumbass, he can't figure out exactly how to attack us. Now, to be fair, even if this was a human opponent, they would have a lot of trouble trying to fight us. Because, in order... Really, he could just face fuck me right now. He could just roll up, ram me, and shoot me, and I really couldn't do anything about it because his numbers are so much better than mine are. So what I'm going to have to attempt to do, if my frame rate can handle it, which is kind of fucking up my aim right now, because I am recording, is I'm going to have to attempt to kind of whittle him down over time. Whoops. Like whenever... Oh, for the love of God. Whenever he pops out, see my... frame rate is so awful that I'm kind of low. Which actually is not my computer's fault exactly. It's more just the game engine can't quite handle everything at the same time. Okay. But that was the trade. I didn't take any major damage. Oh, he's going to pop out again. Hope my scap can take this. And I'm just going to have to keep doing this over and over and over again. And also this little overhang is going to help me out a whole bunch. Because he can't quite fire through it, as you can see. So you just have to kind of keep plinking away at it. Oh, Lord, this frame rate. And eventually he'll... Maybe I should back up. Because he's engaging me a little bit too quickly for my taste. You just have to keep plinking away at him. And eventually he's going to take damage. Like his body is going to turn yellow or red or whatever. But he's just going to heal right back up because he's a cheating little cunt. But eventually that nano repair module is going to run out. And that Quicksilver armor is... Oh, Lord, this frame rate. Is also going to run out. I may end up having to just re-record this. With me fighting without commentation. Because this is really rough right now. Because I've tested this a couple of times and I can kill him pretty easily whenever I'm not recording. But the moment that I have to start doing this, it kind of fucks me over. As you can see, his shields are still up, which is why I'm using imps. If he was just a normal tank, if he had an actual Predator configuration, I wouldn't have to bother with it. I could just load up like some heavy blast cannons and just absolutely blow him away. No real effort whatsoever. His aim is kind of fucking... His aim is actually perfect for the AI, but the reason why it's kind of fucking up is because he's going over terrain. Which was like, oh really? You're gonna do this? Okay. Apparently he's decided to just face fuck me. Which really, I can't blame him. Okay, come on, curl back around, don't... This is really contingent on him not engaging me over and over and over again. Because if he does choose to just fight me outright, then there's really nothing I can do about it. For the love of God, it's actually interrupting me too. And you have to be very careful with your aim. Especially if you're using an energy configuration, it's very important for him to not engage you over and over again. because if he does, your energy runs out so easily that you can't really do much of anything about it. I think that he can actually repair the damage to his weapons. But unfortunately my frame rate is kind of garbage right now, so I can't really aim at his weapons very effectively. But as you can see, this is what they intended this final boss fight to be like. It's very cat and mouse. The final human boss is actually way worse. Like as far as it being a cheap-ass boss. Because holy shit is... I'll just go ahead and tell you, you fight Prometheus. But the Prometheus boss is just absolutely loaded up with all sorts of shit. It's crazy. Oh, you're such an expert fighter, Heric. You're amazing. Is this what they taught you in Human Knight School? This is actually working out for me pretty well. In theory. If I can get my head back. Aha! There we go. That's what I wanted. Whoops. Where'd you go? Oh, apparently he hopped over me. If you actually, Now, the fact that he only has one MFAC is really gonna hurt him. Because now he can't really do a whole lot of damage to me. From this point on, I can kind of just plink away at him pretty easily. Most people, what they would do is just try to get him stuck against a wall and just face-fuck him. Because as you can see, his aim kind of starts screwing up and he can't really do much of anything at that point. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, what a hero. Mark Hamill really is turning over in his grave right now. Heric's voice, you don't actually get to hear him in this. But, Mark Hamill voiced him. And he's still trying to blow off my, left particle beam weapon. But I'm not gonna let him. He looks kind of like a little fish, doesn't he? Like a little bitty guppy. Actually, the Predator... Oh, come on, frame rate. The Predator isn't really that bad of a design. But just the fact that it's a tank and it's so annoying. Because you never had to fight these things in multiplayer. And God, we're multiplayer. Human beings in these things are really fucking annoying. Especially on flat maps like City on the Edge. Because then, as you can see, he's just kind of going up and down on the hills and he's fucking up his aim. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing. But on a flat map, you don't really have to worry about it. And that's probably one of the only balancing factors for something like this, anyways. Of course, as I said before, in the actual game, tanks don't have shields. Unlike this miserable fucker. So as a result, you really don't have to worry too much about getting rid of them. It's pretty easy to kill most tanks. Alright, come on, guy. This cat and mouse game has gone on long enough. I can't really just... See? I could be way more careful with my aim if I was not recording. Finally got him into the red. Holy shit. Now, I'm actually able to get him into the red and he's kind of staying there. Just because his Quicksilver armor has thinned out. And his nano repair module has kind of overloaded. Come on. Come on, HUD. Come on, come on. What I actually could do is turn my shields off. That would allow my energy to get back up. Turn it back on, and it should be okay for a while. So long, buddy. Oh, you and your stupid fucking... Look at this goddamn loser. Fucking humans. Okay, but that's it. That's how you beat him one-on-one. God! That is not fun to record. Okay, mission successful. Hello, one last little thing I wanted to show you guys. This is a cheated version of the Cybrid campaign. The only thing that's different about here is that everything is unlocked from the beginning, plus a few things that are not actually available to use are unlocked. This is the complete list of all the things that you can actually use in either a campaign. By the way, this is the Platinum Guard Adjudicator and the Platinum Guard Executioner. You can see that they're... Hold on. Maybe I can, Come on, Executioner, where are you? Where are you? And I think... Yeah, okay. This is the Sect skin. And I can't remember which sect this is. I think it might be the Machinators. I can't remember. But that's the difference between these. They're almost exactly the same in every single way. But these are enemies that you only encounter in the human campaign, and at the very end of the game. Let's see. you can probably spot their stats. They're a little bit better in some respects. Let's see. And let's see, the Outrider Emancipator. I think someone mentioned that you actually do get this in the human campaign, and I remembered immediately. Yeah, you do get this in the human campaign, but you don't get the Outrider Dreadlock, which is another thing entirely. And now we get into these, the custom ones. Maybe overkill on this one, don't you think? Maybe a little bit. These are Rebel artillery guns. One of these things that you have to mod in. You can see the range on them, 1,050. The armor rating is a little bit misleading. They actually do way more damage than that. But I wanted to show you Heric's Apocalypse. Heric's Predator. There we go. Heric's Predator. I think this is the default loadout. I think this is what we actually just got through fighting. If it was, I'll have to correct myself that he did not have a nano repair module equipped on his vehicle. Which maybe he did, I'm not quite sure. But as you can see, this is bullshit. This is fucking bullshit. Maximum Reactor, which is the best reactor in the whole game. It's a human reactor. Advanced Computer Suite. Quicksilver. This is something we can never actually put on anything, I think. I'm pretty sure that we couldn't put this on anything that I had available. Advanced Armor, which reallocates itself as damage is taken protecting against nano weapons. So one of the best things to use against tanks are, guess what? Nano weapons. They're not nanite weapons. They get inside of your armor and basically fuck up your internals and destroy your armor very, very easily. But you can't do that against this guy because he's a little cheater. Infiltrator's Sensor, again, the best thing in the game. Theta Shield Generator, the best thing in the game. Which is especially cheap because this is a Cybrid shield generator. He shouldn't have this, but he does anyways. And also he jams both kinds of missiles, which means that you can't just boat it and say equip a universal ammo pack and just launch strikes at him over and over again to kill him in a few sawballs. Which, that's their idea of game balance, once again. I probably bitched about that in a prior part. A couple other cute little things in this. This is Heric's Apocalypse. It's again, just his little cheap ass. It's a better version. This is the cinematic. Actually, I think... No, this is the in-game version. There's also a cinematic version, I'm pretty sure. But this is also a cheap version. He has 4 X-large mounts, and this is just something you're not supposed to actually get access to. Kanan's Basilisk, remember this thing that we killed? 2 compression lasers and 2 heavy autocannons. Gee, I wonder why he died. And as we go further down the list, we have something even more interesting. This is something that was actually shown off in the ATR, or E3, like, oh my gosh, like E3 1997 or 98 or something? I don't know. It's before the ATRs. This is a little model that they were using to show off during that event, and they just kind of kept it in the game. You can still use it. Has 1 extra large mount, so you can roll it. Like, if you're in a server that enables such things in 1.004, which is the last patch that they were released, then as long as this server is enabled for it, you have a massive amount of scripts going on. You can use it, and it's pretty damn fun, actually. But my favorite amongst these is the Pouncer bike. I love this little thing. Look, little bitty guy inside of it. Isn't that adorable? He's a human. Maybe it's a Trojan unit. I like to think it's a Trojan unit. It's a human being that has like a Cybrid brain inside of him. So he's okay. He's okay. But I will point out how completely out of scale this is. Because you can remember... Hold on. Heavy blast cannon. Let's say... Yeah, heavy blast cannon. So you can see how big the cockpit in this thing is. Like, this is his whole body. Like, if you loaded the cinematic version, you can actually see their bodies sitting inside of it. This window is actually not just like his head picking out. It's his whole body. You can see his whole body. So that's the scale. Remember that scale. And then you load up the Pouncer. And holy shit, is this guy tiny in comparison. He's still almost to scale, but jeez, that is rough. But this thing is really fucking fast. Top speed 180. This thing is so much fun to wheel around with. But unfortunately, I couldn't get this to work in the campaign. I wanted to, like, load in... Actually, do I have him available? Yes. Behold, Prometheus. Actually, I'll load up a better configuration. Prometheus 2. Yeah, here we go. I wanted to load up something like this and take on Heric with this. But sadly, I couldn't get the scripting to work. I can load it in, but the mission never loads, sadly. It was going to be so hilarious, too. Oh well. But as you can see, Prometheus, a little bit OP. Just a little bit. Actually, he has, all of his mounts are X-Large, so in theory you could mount nothing but Infax. Yep. But even with that, even as cheap as his tonnage limit is, he still can't mount absolutely everything. I never showed you off the anti-gravity module. This does nothing except lower your mass by 5. Kind of makes you really floaty. It just enables you to have 5 extra points at the cost of a special mount. But anyways, that about wraps all that up. I don't think there's anything else special going on. Nah, that's it. Magic bus. Okay, that's it. That's all I wanted to show you guys. That's it for the Cybrid campaign. I guess I will see you, in theory, in the little in-between episode that I might end up doing. Because I never finished my reading. So if I ever go ahead with a human campaign, then I will do an in-between where I read out some of the rest of the compendium information so that people can skip it if they want to. And then after that, it will be the human campaign. Assuming that I don't do another playthrough in the meantime. So it may actually be a few months before you see the Starsiege thing kick back up. Because I want to concentrate on the Patreon cartoon, and then releasing that, and then possibly contemplating suicide because I only get one patron. Haha, that's a joke. So don't take that seriously. I'm joking. But I want to concentrate on that to get all that out the door, and I'm sure that there's going to be other things coming up. Oh, October is going to be coming up pretty soon. I really hope that Matt doesn't ask me to do another shitstorm, but he probably will anyways. Which means I'll be missing out on another. It's been forever since I released like a real genuine cartoon. Like the last thing I did was Dick Souls, and then I decided I'll take a break. But then Matt did the thing where I had to do the superhero thing, and that was the last thing that I've made. So it feels like forever since I've done a cartoon. But that's for another day. For now, I will bid you adieu. So long, guys. Hope you enjoyed exterminating humanity with me.